11:11. Is there something wrong? This is our usual time, right? 11:11. We're starting at 11:11. Why is everybody like acting like this is something's weird here? Really? Oh wait, it's dark outside. Oh, it's 11:11 p.m. No, we're doing it a little differently tonight. We're going to have Mike Crawford on. This is going to be a good show. We're going to have Mike Crawford on. The reason why we're doing it late, I'll explain to you. It's been a very sad, tragic week for me and my family and for my sister-in-law. Fuck cancer. I just need to come on and talk about a few things, and I think I need to talk about cancer. Hell of a way to start the show, right? Yeah, it's going to be entertaining. Don't worry, we're gonna liven it up. But we do have to talk about cancer, and it really affected our family this month really badly. Really badly. I can't even express the grief that we all. We'll get through it, and I'm gonna talk about it in a minute. I'm gonna get the show started first. All right. I don't mean to be a downer, guys, boys and girls. I just got home from a long day of watching somebody I love just suffer. A month ago, she was fine. A month ago, she was fine. I'm hoping for a better day tomorrow. So please pray for Lorraine. Please. Pray that Lorraine has a better day tomorrow. And let me get this show started. 11:11. It's our usual time. So break out your bongs and your rigs. Let's do this late night thing. We're going to do a late night party. Late night sesh. Late night, I'm going to tell you my fucking problems for a change. Yeah, you like to tell me your problem? Well, tonight I'm telling you my problems. And we're going to tell you about problems up in Netta. In Terracen, yeah. Actually, there's problems up there, and we're going to fix that because I'm going to fix problems over at Terracen. Come on, join me for a hit. Grease monkey in the rig. Grease monkey in the rig. Oh man, that was a bad one. Hi, Mike. Mike, we can talk about my sister if you want. I don't know if you have any experience with cancer, but we can definitely talk about it. It's meant to be talked about. And I do want to talk about Terracen. I'm here because it's therapeutic for me to do this right now, because I don't want to be alone right now. Yeah, we're going to talk about that. I want to call Mike, and we'll talk about everything with Mike. Mike's great. He has a show called The Young Jerks. And I do listen. He's one of the few shows I do listen to, the other podcast. Besides Joe Rogan and Mike Crawford, there's really not much I like to listen to. Let's hope the phones work. Let's see if I can impress Mike with my great phones, my phone system here. Watch this. Watch me fail on the first try here. It may work on the second try, Mike. It may take 2 tries to get this to work. We'll see. Hold on. Watch this. Uh-oh. Oh, no. I'm so embarrassed already. Oh, it's working. The phones are working. Oh, this is great. My phones are working. And...
Hello?
Mike Crawford.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. How are you, buddy?
I'm doing great.
Awesome. Let me put your picture up there. There you go. Look at that professional mic you got. See, you got a better mic system than I do. Look, you're all professional. I'm like a hack calling you up. I'm embarrassed. I'm looking. My phones are working.
I'm embarrassed. I was watching you. I had to turn it off and said, oh, shit, he's calling me.
He's calling me on the phone. I'm watching him call me on. Wait a minute. No, it can work.
I was watching you. How was your sister?
Well, okay. Here's the deal. She was fine a month ago. Literally fine. And she started getting sick. She was sick for like a week, and she wasn't eating, wasn't drinking, wasn't feeling well, and she started getting jaundice, and we were like, Lorraine, you got to go into the hospital. So we brought her, and all the tests showed that she has cancer. Breast cancer spread through her entire body. And this is 17 days. She was in there May 10th. 17 days we couldn't see her. We barely talked to her. And it was really rough for everybody in the family. It's still rough. She just came home for hospice this morning at 8:00. They brought a bed. They brought a bed home, and they brought some machines. And I have hope. I still have hope because we're going to give her some cannabis now, and she had chemo on Monday or Sunday or Monday, and the chemo really she did not react to it well. She hasn't woken up since the chemo. She's just unresponsive. I'm hoping that the chemo gets out of her system by tomorrow, and she has a better day, and we can speak to her and maybe get her strength back again and get her to eat, drink, and water,
and be at home.
And she's home. She's around her family, which is great. It's so important because we couldn't see her. Nobody could see her for 17 days. She was in the hospital. We couldn't visit her, which is brutal.
Wow.
And so today was tough because it was a celebration because she's home. Yes, it was great. But then watching her son hold her hand while she's just laying there unresponsive, and he's telling his mom he loves her. I'm trying to be strong for this, but I'm losing it myself, man. This is my family too. I'm like, it's fucking me up.
I'm so sorry, Lefty.
Cancer sucks, man. And the thing about it was she didn't get checked for a long time. She didn't get mammograms for a while, years. So it's so important to get these tests. Very important.
Yeah.
It's so important. It's just
definitely. I had a test at the cancer way back. Saved me.
Wait, what happened?
I had a test. I noticed something way back in my 20s.
Oh.
And of course, being a young 20-year-old man, they thought it was something else. And then they tested, and they looked with cancer. So, it was, bladder cancer. I had a piece taken out of me.
What kind of cancer was it? Do you know?
Yeah, bladder cancer.
Bladder?
Yep. I had a piece of my bladder taken out. It was, basically they, I saw some blood in my urine. So, as a young man, they think it's, venereal disease. So they give you all the tests for that. And then when that wasn't there, they did a cystoscopy, which they look up inside and the bladder. And then they saw a tumor. So they cut it out. And so, like, in my life, that was like, thank God I went to the doctor because I hate going to the doctors.
Right.
So, I agree. People need to go, unfortunately.
So when,
I get it.
How did it get diagnosed again? What happened?
It's called a cystoscopy. They think back then it was a steel rod. They basically numb you up and go right up, right inside your peni, and go right into your bladder with a camera, a microscopic, one of those little camera scopes.
Ow. Yeah.
It doesn't really hurt because they numb you up until it goes into your bladder. And then I'm like, and then I got to run home as soon as I can and smoke cannabis, take a cold shower because it just hurts. But now they have these ones that are like wire. You know what I mean? It's not as painful, but it's still pretty painful. And you have to do checkups after. I did my checkups for a while.
Why did you go in the first place? Like, what kind of symptoms were you having?
I had blood in my urine.
Blood in your urine?
Yeah, which I never had. I know some people always say they drink a lot and they have blood in their urine. I never had it. When I saw the blood, I freaked out,
Oh, man. Wow. Yeah, any little thing like that, you have to get checked, and I just I don't think she got checked at all ever. She was old school. Like my old school relatives, my 90-year-old relatives, they never went to the doctors.
I know.
That's how they are. That's how a lot of people are. Just stay away.
I kind of am that way too, but I kind of do go now because since then.
Yeah, for that kind of stuff. Oh man. But yeah, it was tough. Just she's having liver failure, kidney failure, but she is going to get some cannabis tonight. Some CBD and THC in her belly button, and
very nice.
I'm hoping that starts the healing process at some point. And that chemo fucked her up, man. It just. We were talking to her Sunday. She was actually responsive, talking to us on the phone, having conversations, and now she's just unresponsive, just laying there, and we're just trying to get her up. She will squeeze your hand so she hears us. She definitely hears us, and her eyes opened up a couple times today. We had a father, I forget his name. Father came today to pray for her,
Very nice.
and she responded to that. But it's tough because we don't know if she's responding to us or if she's in pain when she makes the noises. We don't know if she's in pain.
Sure.
So, we gave her what we're supposed to give her. We don't want to give her any more.
Yep.
So we're just giving her what we're supposed to, and then hopefully the CBD oil in her belly button will make some difference.
I hope so. I'm sure you'll have a better day tomorrow.
I'm hoping and praying for a better day tomorrow. That's what I'm praying for. One better day. Just one. We'll start with one. Just one better day. But Mike, I'm glad that you recovered so well from yours. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh man. Wow. There is a reason I did call you today. I want to know about what the hell's going on up there with Netta, or is it Terrascend, or is it both?
Yes.
It's both. Okay.
Yeah. It's parallel. What's the other name? Say that again.
Terrascend.
Not. Is that the name of it?
That's what they're in Jersey. They're called Terrascend here in Jersey.
Yeah. There's another name for it though too.
Oh, okay.
I'm forgetting the name of it. It's so funny. It's just a big company.
Yeah.
Look up Parallel. That's what they're calling themselves now. Parallel. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But they had another name, and they were mentioned in that that viral Netflix episode.
Uh-huh.
Did you see that? Have you seen that episode?
No, I haven't.
Oh, you gotta check it out. It's all about big cannabis, and it basically talks about Florida, talks about Massachusetts, it talks about big cannabis and what they're doing and how they keep people out of the market. And at New England Treatment Access, we've been covering big cannabis for a couple of years, and we had a story 2 years ago from the workers at New England Treatment Access, owned by one of the richest families in America, and treating their employees badly and having mold, specifically mold in the place, and it got employees sick. And nobody did anything about it. And 2 years later, and this is basically 2 years ago when we did this, we had over half a dozen employees that spoke to us about mold. 3 of them went on the record with their names. This time we've had a new batch of employees say the same thing. And we've had at least 5 of them go on the record recently, plus Ann, again, she was from the old, so basically we've had 6 recently in the last month about the same issue. And also a lot of other worker issues at New England Treatment Access. And the difference this time is that there's union organizing going on there. And it's United Food Commercial Workers who are really strong. They're coming to Massachusetts to organize the worst players. Big cannabis should be afraid because this movement, they've already organized 1 dispensary in Massachusetts, the first one, Sierra. They've had progress at Curaleaf, and now we know that there's going to be a union contest to election at New England Treatment Access. And New England Treatment Access at the same time has fired a bunch of their employees who were organizing at the Brookline location where the union vote is going to be scheduled very soon. So there's a lot happening, and we're becoming the show. The Young Jerks is definitely becoming a place where we cover what big cannabis is doing and we expose them. And there's a lot more information to come about mold specifically, and other dispensaries as well in Massachusetts, and lawsuits and just all kinds of information we're getting right now. So that's kind of what's going on with us. And I've also decided to apply to the open board seat, Massachusetts Cannabis Control Commission, to be a commissioner. So I have an application in right now before the state to the Attorney General Mass Governor Charlie Baker and the Treasurer Deborah Goldberg, and that seat is open, and I've applied for it as well. And a big part of my platform is worker rights, worker safety specifically, as well as consumer safety, expanding veteran access, both as patients and in the industry, and also expanding equity for people who have been most harmed by the war on drugs. And the final thing is really to expand medical access in Massachusetts.
What do you think the employees could do differently or better to remediate that problem? And do they know how these problems started? And can these problems be fixed in the future?
Yeah, I think when, they obviously could do a lot more. I mean, I think the big thing at NETA is there's an attitude in a lot of these big cannabis places of not caring and just covering it up with paper, covering it up with money, covering it up with gaslighting and bullying, but not to actually address the problem.
Right.
And when you have these issues, the answer obviously is to stop growing and clean out your place from head to toe and figure out what the issue is. There's answers to these issues, but they're not doing that. They just, like when we interviewed 4 of the employees recently on our show, one of the employees worked in the trim room, and he noted that every table and every chair that they had to sit on was broken. So you're sitting in a chair for 8 hours, 10 hours, and your chair is broken. And this is the most revenue, generating dispensary group in Massachusetts. So there's an issue there, and they have all the money for lobbyists. They have all the money for PR firms to get back to us when we write a story about them. But they don't have chairs for the employees. It's just top to bottom issues over there.
Do you think the unions would be able to fix these problems, or what do you think? Yeah, I do too. The UFCW is really good, and I think that they would solve this. Are they pro-union, or is NETA against the union?
NETA is, I would say, I'm confident to say they have a campaign to union bust. I mean, it's gone so far where there's an election for the union that's upcoming. It's been announced. And now the union and NETA are fighting about whether it's a in-person election in the parking lot, or it's, under tents in the parking lot, or it's a mail-in. It's just like Donald Trump, it's just, they want a low turnout, so they're fighting it all the way. NETA is not, they're not cool with the union. They fired a bunch of people, reportedly 50 people. That's the number I'm hearing. So, they're definitely not embracing the union at all.
What were those 50 people fired for? Was that because of the COVID, or because they're
that's the thing. They laid off a bunch of people in the COVID-19 because recreational got shut down, and then it got reopened just this week. And a couple weeks ago, they basically laid everyone off, and they said, we'll bring some of you back. They furloughed a bunch of people, but then apparently they fired a bunch of people too at the same time. And basically what we got an email forwarded to us from an internal email from NETA to the employees who have been furloughed at different locations. And the location that's having the union election is the Brookline location. And Brookline is the main retail dispensary. That's the moneymaker. That's the closest to Boston, affluent community. They had a monopoly in Boston, basically, They're the closest dispensary to Boston. So, basically that's the front-end location, and they had fired so many people, and now that they're reopening, there's a shortage of, the retail workers there, the front-end workers. So they basically sent an email to the other locations, like, that are, manufacturing and growing, and said, we know that some of you have hospitality and, front-end experience. We need, it's a hot, we have the document. It's a hot, opportunity. Come work in Brookline instead. Come back. You know, so now they need people because they fired people trying to union bust.
Oh boy,
So that's what's going on at Neta.
well, it's interesting. I'm actually on the patient advisory board for TerraSend, which used to be part of Neta.
Yeah, I think it's the same company. Say that again because I didn't catch what you're saying, and that's the company.
Yeah, I'm on the patient advisory board for TerraSend.
Yeah, that's the same company.
Yeah, they used to be called Neta.
Yeah,
and now they're TerraSend.
I think the one I'm hearing is Parallel. You know, who knows? They change their names in every state.
Yeah, I haven't heard Parallel, but these are things that are going to come up in the advisory board meetings, and things that need to be fixed proactively when we open a dispensary, or when people start getting these dispensary licenses come November. We need to have some standards. We need to have some some procedures in place for everybody, that we don't have mold problems for patients.
Yeah, one of the issues too at mold, that we have a proposal, and basically, in like Massachusetts, the testing allows the dispensary to choose which bud gets tested, and so they can also, decide, shop around. They can, to testing firms. The testing firms want to keep their business, so they don't want to give them a bad result either. And it's also like, they can even clean, the bud. Who knows what they're doing to it before it gets tested. But if they even fail a test, they can just, pick another piece of the bud or the crop and retest. So in Massachusetts, what we're proposing, and this was part of my application that I sent in, I sent a 49-page application. It's like a public document for, because we're having a campaign now in Massachusetts going forward for the Mass Cannabis Control Commissioner. I'm the first one, just because of the specific seat. I didn't even want it. We had other people in mind, but they didn't qualify because this seat had specific requirements that we didn't realize. But going forward, we're going to always have someone like on our side that we're trying to get on this, Cannabis Control Commission. And one of the questions was about the testing. Is we want to make the testing firms wear body cameras, and they go into these places and they pick the bud. And so that there's no shenanigans going on, because we feel like the testing is the way that they kind of get around this whole thing.
I like that idea. Body cams for testing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because they wanted to, in Massachusetts, we have delivery only for like the social equity, and basically they're like the smaller guys, and they basically, the thing we didn't like is they made them have body cams for the delivery. And they can actually do an exemption, it looks like, and maybe get out of that. But we're saying, well, why don't we do the same thing for these big boys now? If they want to do it to the small guys, let's do it for their testing. And this is health and safety,
At your dispensaries, do they have cameras that go directly to your state police to monitor everything that goes on?
I don't think so. No. Do you have that in Jersey? Do you have that in Jersey?
Oh, the dispensaries have to pay for a system.
Oh, my God.
Cameras that go
Jersey is a police state. Wow.
You don't have that?
Thank God Massachusetts didn't think of that first. Oh, Christ.
I'm thinking like the pharmacies have them too, but no, nobody else has them. But New Jersey cannabis dispensaries are the only people where the state police watch every move.
Someone got to pay off to set up that system. Whoever the vendor is on that system, to the state police is making a killing.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's true. Who is that vendor? Follow the vendor. Wow. Ay. So, yeah, being on the advisory board, I need to know about all this stuff. And so if there's COVID, here's a question I have, and nobody can answer this freaking question. If you have COVID and you sneeze on some plants, do you have to destroy those plants, or do you have to wait a week till the COVID's off it? Do you treat the plants with anything? What do we do?
No, I think waiting a week is totally fine. Yeah. Especially with bright lights and all that, a week is totally fine.
Don't destroy the plants.
No. But if there's mold on them, you might. I think that would probably be a good idea.
A moldy sneeze.
But with COVID-19, a lot of employees are still concerned about working right now. I'll tell you that in dispensaries. And if people are even allowed inside, they should definitely be wearing masks if they're purchasing to protect those employees.
Yeah, I talked to Nick from TerraSend. He's the head grower, and I was like, "What do you have to wear a friggin' hazmat suit in there?" He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Oh, really?" I was kidding. He's like, "Yeah, I wear a full suit with a face mask. I'm totally covered, every inch of my body." And I'm like, "Wow, I didn't know you had to go through all that now." But this is something even before COVID that they did, apparently. So I was like, "Okay." So I feel a lot better knowing that my cannabis is being grown by someone in a hazmat suit, because I don't want anything on my plants. Nothing. I don't want your hairs. I don't want none of your stuff.
Yeah. No, it's true. And the thing is, cannabis is something that I don't think people realize, especially when you're doing industrial grows indoors, that it's dangerous to the employees. Especially if there's toxics growing, whether it's mold or a bunch of other stuff. People can get poisoned by this. So it's something that I think that's why unions are going in. That's why the employees want the unions, especially the worst operators, the ones that don't care. So that's
important.
why unions are important in this industry, especially with because we with our stories, we talked to OSHA too, the federal government.
Yes.
And they don't want to get involved because they say cannabis is illegal, so we can't get involved. So that's another reason why unions are kind of the answer right now in cannabis.
Wait a minute. You telling me that OSHA doesn't care about your safety because of the federal law?
Yeah, pretty much. Not so many words. They opened the complaint and they closed it right around the time I put up my story, and I did have talks with them. I thought they were going to actually do something. They seemed like it when I called, but in the end, they did nothing.
Maybe they don't care.
Yeah,
they should want to. They should want to help. Yeah. That's their job. They have one job.
I think they're going to change their tune soon. There's a U.S. Congress campaign right now in Massachusetts between Ed Markey and Joe Kennedy, two left-wing liberals, supposedly. Uh-huh. One of them has more of a record of it than the other, but one's the rising star and one's been there for a long time, and it's going to be a close race in the primary, and I'm going to make that an issue. Like when these guys come over, like I've already started to talk to them about it. Like they need to get OSHA involved. They're both in federal office right now. Let's see which one does it.
Yeah, when I worked at Bell Labs, we had OSHA standards and requirements and protocols, and you couldn't mess around.
Yeah.
And our union was behind it. Our union was very, pro OSHA because it was very helpful. With training, we got training. We had, it was wonderful. Our union was great. I was in a CWA. So UFCW will give you training. They'll actually train you to be in the industry. I mean, what more do you want? It's great. They'll pay you and train you.
Yeah. I am very impressed by this union, too. I'll say that. UFCW.
Yeah.
I think that they're a force. They're like no holds barred, smart. They know technology. They know people. They are like, I couldn't believe all the stuff they know about like Massachusetts, like talking to some of their national people that aren't even from around here. I was like, how the hell did you know that? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I know these people for 20 years, and it took me that long to figure it out. You know what I mean? So these guys are like,
yeah, they're in there.
They're on like CIA level. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't want to mess with them.
It's great. I love being friends with them because it's like I got the union right here. You want to mess with me? Well, you mess with the union.
and they're for the right. Like I like they're always like on point. Like you know what I mean?
There's
like,
a guy.
For the right reason.
There's a guy here named Hugh Giordano. He's a union rep.
Yeah, I know Hugh. He's amazing.
Is just amazing. He's like the mayor of New Jersey. He knows everybody. He's helpful. He's always out to help other people, and he's just a great guy. I love Hugh to death. And
me too.
Yeah. So I'm sure he's been up in Massachusetts. He's been all over the country, and doing the union stuff. He's a very busy man. I never get to talk to him anymore.
I know. Those guys are, you don't get much of their time, but when you do, they're amazing.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm trying to get the unions involved in New Jersey dispensaries. Right now, the UFCW is at GSD, Garden State Dispensary. We'd like them to get into more dispensaries here, and,
Very good.
especially Terrascend. I'd like to get them into Terrascend, and I believe Terrascend is open to the unions, from what I understand.
Very good.
Yeah,
Well, that's what we got to get Netta. Netta is next. Yeah, I think Netta is going to happen no matter what. I just don't see how they stop it at this point.
yeah.
It's just, you know,
It's about
we'll see.
workers, the working class. It's about a basic wage. It's about good wages, insurance, training.
Good insurance, yeah. Like the health insurance, they downgraded Netta's health insurance. You know,
Yeah,
they've cut everything. The employees are getting crap over at Netta. So, yeah.
yeah. Have you heard about the vote here in New Jersey for voting for cannabis legalization?
No, I didn't know that was happening.
There's actually a constitutional amendment that we're allowed to vote on this November to vote for legal cannabis in New Jersey.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
I bet you guys vote yes on it.
a lot of us are going to vote yes. There's a few that aren't, and they have good reasons why. I understand the reasons why. They're thinking that this legalization is only going to help rich white people and the corporate cannabis people and all that. And yes, it will probably help them, but it's also going to help the working class people when we get our licenses to grow our own weed. There's going to be a lot of licenses out there once it's legal. A lot of licenses, and I want one. I'm working class. I'm a poor guy. I'm not rich. I want a license. If I have to go in with somebody, I'll go in with somebody. I want to afford a cannabis license, so I'm voting for it's a constitutional right, which is amazing. It's a constitutional right to grow, cultivate, manufacture, transport, sell cannabis, possess cannabis.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I'm very happy about this bill. A lot of people are supporting it, and I totally support it. I'm totally down. There's going to be issues where we're going to have to fight for these licenses to be affordable to working class. I'm sure they're going to probably jack the price of these licenses up, and we have to fight to keep them low. And the unions, UFCW, is helping us fight that fight, which is amazing. There you go. I forgot to mention, UFCW is helping this with the vote this year. So
very good.
Yeah,
I'm interested to see the details because that's the key. In Massachusetts, we started off behind big cannabis, but lately the people and the smaller guys are starting to win, and it's like even this weekend I'm about to celebrate some openings, so it's really exciting to see everyone get to open eventually, hopefully.
Nice. How's it going up there with everything? Are you wearing a mask or what are you doing?
I'm wearing a mask when I'm outside near people, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we have a lot of cases here, so.
Yeah, I had to wear a mask today because my father-in-law just had surgery on his lung, so I had to have we all had to have masks on around Lorraine, and and my other family member had COVID a couple of months ago, so she has the antibodies, so everybody had masks on today. It was
definitely
trying to be safe. I'm trying to do the right thing around sick people. Most of my friends here are sick. I know a lot of people that are sick, so I am.
Me too.
I have to balance my freedom with safety.
That's right.
It's a balance. It's not just one or the other. It's both.
Yep. I'm very lucky. I have a deck I can just sit on and be isolated.
Nice.
That's where I am most of the time.
Nice. Awesome. Oh, and thanks for putting me on your poll there for the vote.
Oh, man, you have to be on there.
Yeah, I hope I climb up the ranks. I'm slowly climbing. I'm in like 20th place.
I gotta say, I love you. Like, you are amazing. I saw what you've done in the towns and cities of New Jersey, like going around and educating the police and everybody in the town about medical cannabis, the law, and risking you're risking yourself, but you get it done. It's amazing.
Well, a lot of us can't get out there to fight. A lot of people are just laying in bed or they're suffering, and I'm suffering too. I have a heart, dude. I'm in pain, and there's going to be a day that comes where I'm not going to be able to do this anymore. But until that day comes, I'm going to keep fighting. I saw what Cheryl Miller did, and she inspired me many years ago
Yeah.
to do this. You know Cheryl Miller, right? You remember
Yeah,
that story?
Cheryl and Jim.
Amazing.
Yeah, Jim Miller. He's awesome, too.
I
Both of them.
I met Cheryl, and it was life-changing to meet her because I was a pothead when I met Cheryl. I just wanted to legalize it for smoking weed because I want to get stoned. And then I met Cheryl, and I was blown away that cannabis actually helps multiple sclerosis. I'm like, really? Why?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Right.
I was ignorant.
I know. Crazy.
And who knew? Who knew about this endocannabinoid system that we have throughout our body that attaches to all the proteins around our body, which is why it helps so many things in our body because it's all over our body. It's like, wow, I was ignorant. But, I always kind of knew. I always felt like I was doing something good for my body when I smoked weed. I never felt like I was hurting myself,
Yeah. Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
I felt the same way, too, but I didn't really know.
I never got colds, never got sick. And most potheads don't get sick. They don't get colds. They have a healthy endocannabinoid system.
It's amazing medicine for those who it works for. It works for me. I have the big issue I have is back pain.
Ugh.
And I find it keeps me off every pill. Like I used to be on all those pills, and I used to also even Tylenol and all the OTC pills, which are really bad if you take them a lot for a long time. So I just use cannabis.
Yeah, I was on Roxycodone, OxyContin for 10 years.
Ooh.
They had me on Roxycodone, 90 milligrams every 3 hours was my prescription.
Oh, God.
That was my prescription.
Yeah, I only did 2 prescriptions of, it was back then, I think, codeine with Tylenol.
Yeah.
It just made me sick to my stomach. So I started drinking.
Oh.
You know what I mean? And then I realized, wait, this it's the weed that does it. And that's why I just, because, at that point I was taking a shitload of, the OTC pills.
Yep.
They make my stomach, I couldn't deal with pills. I can't deal with pills. They make my stomach sick.
It's bad for your liver.
Yeah, it is. And my father's had the bad back pain. He needed a new liver. He got a liver transplant. So, I look at that and just be like, wow, cannabis, I enjoy my medicine. And it doesn't make me sick. It's not going to kill my liver. So there you go.
I go for
I've been
acupuncture.
using it for at least 18 years now. Maybe almost 20. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
20 years.
Wow.
I'm getting old.
Try some other things like acupuncture. I love acupuncture and cupping.
Yeah.
It's
I haven't done that. I've done back massage. I've done chiropractic, physical therapy. I just get queasy about the needles. But I like massage, honestly.
Yeah, massage is great.
And a lot of stretching. I do a lot of stretching. That's the big thing for
yoga,
me. And water and walking. I'd walk dogs now, so
nice.
That's good for me, too. No more commuting. No more sitting in an office for 8 hours.
Yeah. Yeah, I used to do traction, too. I used to love traction.
Oh, I do that, too.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Good stuff. Well, thank you, Mike, so much for being on our podcast. I want to be on your podcast.
Thank you for having me. It's an honor, and I truly mean that.
Thank
I really
you.
do. You're like the man in New Jersey, and I love what you do, Lefty Grimes.
I love you too, Mike Crawford. Where can we find your podcast?
Anywhere. Just look it up on iTunes, Stitcher, pretty much anywhere you can. Spotify, it's The Young Jerks, or on Twitter, we're at The Young Jerks, JURKS. And you can watch our live show on Facebook. And that's also The Young Jerks, JURKS is how we spell jerks.
That's a great name.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mike Crawford of The Young Jerks. See you, buddy. Bye-bye. Oh, man. Good stuff, man. Wow. That's a great show. All right. I feel better just talking, having a little... I feel better now. All right, check this out. I got something for you. You might like this. Wheels forward below. I don't give a fuck. Got a doobie in my truck. Get 'em off to the ATC. It's pass to the left, take from the right. Come on, you fucking dummy, don't pass to the right. Get out of the circle, you fuck the rotation again. You piss me off, you fucking jerk. You get on my nerves. Well, here comes Johnny with a bong in his hand. He's a one-dab man, he's off to the ATC. It's pass to the left, take from the right. Come on, you fucking dummy, don't pass to the right. Get out of the circle, you knock the head off again. You piss me off, you fucking jerk. You get on my nerves. Bong, 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 bong. 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 Well, it's hot as hell, I don't give a shit. Got my doobie all lit, and I'm off to the ATC. It's pass to the left, take from the right. Come on, you fucking dummy, don't pass to the right. Get out of the circle, you rip the joint in half. Piss me off, you fucking jerk. You get on my nerves. Well, here comes Billy with a blunt in his mouth. He's down from the south, he's down for the ATC. It's pass to the left, take from the right. Come on, you fucking dummy, don't pass to the right. Get out of the circle, you fuck the rotation again. Piss me off, you fucking jerk. You get on my nerves. Wheelchair lady stabbing looters gets destroyed. What's this, Tony? What are you giving me here, Tony? Can I play this on the podcast, or am I going to get in trouble? What is this?
Move, bitch!
What the? Tony, what did you send me? I have to watch that later. I wasn't prepared to get that. Sorry about that. All right, let's get this down. All right. I promised I would hit Bongholio once before I left. So let me make a phone call. I'm gonna hit Bongholio, and I promised a hot hit, so it's gonna kill me. So let me get a co-host on here so I can do this, because this is gonna hurt, man. I'm gonna do a hot hit off Bongholio. Yes. I don't know why I'm doing this. Oh my goodness.
Hello. Can you turn off the radio?
You're on the air.
Hi.
I'm going to do a hot hit off Bongholio, so can you please take over the show while I do the...
I sure will.
I'm going to hurt myself right now.
So I'm just coming back from the water. It was really cool. I went to Cottonwood Beach in Washougal, Washington. It was great. I got a little sun, got a little sunset. I'm driving home in it. Are you still sucking?
Excuse me. Hold on, we're missing something here. We're missing the Vote Cannabis 2020 logo. Let's get that up there.
Nice. I got my tattoo. Did you guys see it? Because it's pretty cool. It's gonna hurt right now, actually.
Well, it's pretty big. It takes up your whole arm.
My whole fucking shoulder.
Oh, shit. Ow. Where's my dabber? I'm not ready. Where's my dabber? Oh,
you're MacGyver or McDabber?
McDabber.
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 I'm a McDabber. That's funny.
All right, this is going to be a monster hit in Bongholio. Hot.
Okay.
It's not hot. Hold on. Let me make it hot again.
But don't drop it like it's hot.
Promised you all a hot hit. Here's a hot hit.
Here's a hot hit.
Hot hit off an old
This
Nell.
is how we
Oh.
do it. Bong, 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 bong. Is that good?
Why did I do that? Why did I just do
I
that?
don't.
That was awful. Oh. Oh. You know how old that nail is?
That didn't sound good. What are you doing?
Nail's been through about 50 council meetings. And it had...
Huh?
Oh, God. That was horrible. Oh, God.
Oh, God.
It was horrible.
Okay, terrific.
Okay, Trick.
Why did I do that?
Because it hurts so
You
good.
okay? Now say it. You're gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay. Say the goddamn word. You're gonna be okay. Say the goddamn fucking words. Say it. I'm okay, Larry. Your left.
Wow. Is that puff, puff, puff?
I'm sweating.
Are you okay there?
I'm sweating.
Are you alright?
I'm sweating.
You gonna be okay?
No.
On your lip?
No.
Alright?
You okay?
Oh, I see not heard right now.
Okay,
You okay?
Terrific.
okay,
You
I'm
okay?
almost home.
okay.
Wow.
Oh my.
That was horrible. Mm.
Was it horribly good
Oh, jeez.
or horribly horrible? Wait, what back?
Hold on, I'm looking for something. Oh, this.
What are you looking for?
Oh, this.
This? I can't see this. I'm 3,000 miles away.
It
In a
sounds
car.
more like selling out weed.
I'm selling weed like the white guys. And fuck you white guys.
Yeah.
It sounds more like selling out weed like a white guy. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm selling weed like the white guys. And fuck you white guys.
I need to get that on sample.
Yeah. Watch your.
I like that.
Oh.
I think it's horrible and it's an awful thing to say, and I'm gonna just keep playing it.
All right. Right there.
Why is there so much noise in the background? What are you doing?
I'm getting a ride home.
Can you turn off the radio or whatever's on?
I did turn off the radio.
Who's talking? Put him on
The
the
fucking Lyft driver.
put him. I'll put him on the phone.
Nope.
Put him on.
I'm not putting him on the phone. Hey, can you say hi? Say hi, Lyft driver.
Hi. How are you?
How long have you been driving a bus?
It's the Lyft car.
Oh, it's an Uber. Oh, it's an Uber car.
Took mine.
Okay, bye.
What?
You talk to the Lyft driver.
I interview the Lyft driver.
Fuck off. No. Yeah.
You know, you're the worst.
Ow.
You're the worst producer ever. I ask you to produce, and you're like, no. That would be great. Go interview the bus driver. Ask him if he ever smoked cannabis in his life. Ask him if there's cannabis in his country of origin.
Oh, that was way too much for me. Motherfucker.
Oh,
Okay, terrific.
oh, God.
Well,
Fucking shit.
I made it home.
Oh, Mike used to sing that song? No, you didn't. Stop it. Stop it. You did not.
Huh?
I thought only like people in New Jersey knew about that song.
What song?
Fucking jerk. Get on my nerves. Here comes Billy with a blunt in his mouth. He's down from the south. Yeah, I love that. It's so stupid. Did our own version of it, and it's just stupid.
You
Stupid
fucking
and
jerk.
stoned and
You pissed
stupid.
me off.
Stoned and stupid.
That's good.
There's no way to go through life. Duh.
Oh, wow. Are you okay over there?
I'm better now. I'm really. I needed this. Thank you all. You're very cathartic for me tonight.
I was like, don't do it.
I was having a very
Don't
bad,
go in.
very bad evening. I'm hopeful though. I'm hopeful for tomorrow that my sister-in-law will open her eyes, and I'm praying to God that she opens her eyes and responds to us and has a better day. That's all I can do. I'm going to pray for her when I get off the. Well, I'm going to pray right now.
Do it.
You can all pray with me. Please.
I would love to pray with you.
Can you pray with me that Lorraine gets healed? Just one more day of feeling good. One more better day. Just one better day. Let's start with one better day.
One better day.
One better day. And we'll take it from there. We'll take one better day. Just please. Just please for us, for the family, for all of us. We really just...
Your family's had too much.
We want one more day.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
I don't want to add anyone to this list anymore. I think I'm going to end this. I just, I don't know. But I'm going to have hope for tomorrow. I'm going to have hope, and I hope tonight she gets some healing from the CBD that's going to be in her belly button. Please, God, give her some healing. I'm just begging. Please, just one better day. That's it, one better day.
What are you smoking? What are you smoking?
Grease monkey. That's what we're all smoking in Jersey. Grease monkey. Everybody in Jersey loves grease monkey. Come on now.
All right.
I love that grease monkey in Jersey.
Oh my. Wow.
That was my old DJ name back in Chicago. Old grease monkey.
We got a grease monkey right here.
Old grease monkey here with you. Playing all the hits of the 70s.
How old are you?
I'm an old man.
Like how old?
I'm an old man.
You look good for your age.
I feel terrible. I
You look good.
look good, feel bad. What else looks good and
Look
feels
good,
bad?
feel bad?
Yeah, what else looks... I know things that look bad and feel good.
Look good?
I know things that are really look horrible, but they feel good.
Did you say looketh?
They looketh good.
Did you looketh?
Looketh? What are you, Mike Tyson?
I might be.
Yeah. That tattoo on
like
your
yours.
face. Put that tattoo on your face, you'll be Mike Tyson. That big...
Put it on your butthole and it'll be my Tyson.
I hear they're starting anal bleaching curbside now. Curbside.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
To go?
To
Anal
go.
bleaching?
To go.
Wow.
Got to start somewhere, right? So Governor Murphy's opening up.
Conditions are extreme right now, huh?
Governor Murphy's opening up the anal bleaching curbside.
Yes.
Thank you, Governor Murphy. We need that. It's essential.
Oh.
For some of us, it
We
is.
didn't know.
Some of us, it's really essential.
So it's anal only? Was that too much?
I love when we go from sad to happy back to sad, because that's what we're doing right now. You know, I go from crying to laughing
You
to
like to
crying.
go
This podcast is probably going to be a good one because we go
mouth?
from crying to laughing to crying to laughing, and that means it's
Did you hear what I said?
doing its job. No, I didn't hear what you said. What did you say? Because you're talking over me.
I said butthole to mouth.
How would you say that? You're being a shock jock now.
Oh.
Oh.
Surprise!
We're not doing shock jock tonight? Really? What show is this? Who are you?
Who are you? Let me tell you. I'm Honeybee. Well, there you go. Not sorry.
Can I do another song?
Yeah.
I just want to do one more.
Does it
Get it out of my system.
include my name?
No, I didn't do that one yet.
Dick.
Sorry.
No, you're not.
No, not really.
I know. Fisher. And go.
I'm looking. Why isn't it
You're
going?
looking.
I'm looking for the song. Here it goes.
What song is it?
It's a favorite. Everybody likes this
A
one.
favorite of who?
Favorite of mine.
Of what?
Is it working?
I can't hear shit.
What do you mean?
That's what I mean. I can't hear
All
anything.
right, here we go. Can you hear that?
Uh-huh.
Really?
Uh-huh.
I'm surprised.
Oh, you're gonna sing your song?
Gonna take my weed back to Curaleaf. I wanna cry 'cause my weed's so dry. Take my weed back to Curaleaf. I wanna cry 'cause my weed's so dry. Got plants in the bags and it tastes really bad. Unfortunate and sad. It smells worse than swag. Like the hay you feed a horse. Overpriced, of course. Spend all my money purchasing remorse. Curaleaf will sell you something, but you won't feel nothing. Curaleaf will sell you something, but you won't feel nothing. I got the wrong sound on here. Check this out. This is not the one. Wait, hold on. I wasn't prepared for this. Relief, I wanna cry. Nope. So dry. Take my weed. Nope. Cry, my weed so dry. Plants in the bag. I can't find the right sound. It's not fun without the right sound. Hold on. Where's my producer? Why didn't you write down my numbers?
What the hell?
Take my weed. I can't find it. That's all right. I got it out of my system. I'm happy now. See, if Mikey was here, he would just cover my ass. He would just be jamming
Right.
out. And I would just lay back like, take it,
Okay,
Mikey.
fine.
Take it,
Okay,
Mikey.
Joseph.
Okay. Cry,
Okay, Joseph.
it's so dry.
Okay, terrific. Okay, terrific. Okay, terrific. Okay,
I'm so very
terrific.
sorry for your luck. Little voter.
I'm Big Dick Black. I'm
Which
Big
is
Dick
your
Black.
name?
I'm Big Dick Black. I'm Big Dick Black. I'm
Ha.
Big Dick Black. I'm Big Dick Black. I'm Big Dick Black.
Yeah, I think I like that better. We'll get Mikey here next week, maybe. He was supposed to come today, and today was just, one of those days where I was just like, look what I'm doing. I'm podcasting at 11:11 p.m. I never do that. It's a little weird, right? So
It's
here we
okay.
are. Yeah, no, I need to do this for myself, and because now I'm gonna go to sleep. I'll sleep good. So I want to thank everyone. I want to thank CMMNJ, NewJerseyWeedman.com, even though he hates me.
Even though I hate you.
Of course he hates. He's mad at me now because we're on different
He
sides.
hates that he loves you.
He hates that he loves me.
Yes.
Oh Jesus! Hold on, someone's calling me.
He's calling you.
I don't know. We're gonna accept it. Hold on. Oh man. Hello? 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 You're on the air?
Hello? Who is this?
They hung up. It was
Who was it?
It was from Pennsylvania.
Oh, the hippies?
Oh, Ben Salem?
The hippies
Are they-
and the cowboys.
Are they from Ben Salem? Hold on, I'm gonna try it again. Yellow. Yellow. Yo, you're on there. Lefty Grimes. Hello. Yetter. How y'all doing out there? Yetter. Header. Who's this? Who y'all talking about there? Who are y'all out there?
It's Slava.
Hello there, Slava. How are you, buddy?
I'm not bad.
I can never.
I got a lot of echo feedback.
Yeah, I can never hear you, man, when you call in. For some reason, out in Pennsylvania, you must be on the hills. Are you out in the hills?
Is it better right now?
I hope you're growing weed out in those hills that you're standing on. You have a lot of hills out there in PA. I know. I was in PA. I saw the pot fields in PA. I danced through them.
I wish. I'd be lucky, man.
I danced through pot fields in New York. It was a beautiful day.
I'm sorry about your sister-in-law, man.
Yeah. Thank you. She's going to have a better day tomorrow. I'm praying for a better day tomorrow. So that's what we're going to have.
I'm praying with you, man.
Thank you. Thank you, man. She needs it, bro.
You're welcome, man. Yeah, I went through this with my dad, man. I watched him wither away. And it's horrible.
Yep.
And
did he come home? Was he home?
yes.
I think that's best.
I think so too. And at that time, unfortunately, he couldn't even get cannabis. So it was just painkillers.
Right.
Used to take him to the chemotherapy. It was tough, man. How's everything else?
Good. We're going to do the list, and then we're going to get out of here. So you can stay on and do the list with us if you'd like. Let me just thank our sponsors, sativacross.com. Well, that's not a sponsor. That's us. Magicalbutter.com, UFCW, Local 152, and all the locals of UFCW, United Food and Commercial Workers, local. DavidVersusAutism.org, medical-freedom.com, thefallingsickness.com, NewJerseyWeedman.com, even though he's mad at me right now, until November. Hashtag,
funny.
you know, what can I say? We're supposed to have a debate soon. I don't know if he's going to debate me or not. We'll see. Hashtag LetPatientsGrowNewJersey.com, New Jersey Grannies for Grass, JacksonStorms.com, Arlo Glass, OprahMachine.com, Pure Puff Vapor Supply. Oh, that was terrible. Sorry. The board's a little off tonight. That was terrible. What was that?
What the hell?
Pure Puff Vapor Supply. No, that's not it. This is the one I was supposed to sing with. I'm going to take my weed back. Okay, so it's number 15. I was supposed to use number 15 on that last song, and I didn't do it. I'm going to take my weed back to Cure Leaf. I want to cry because my weed's so dry. Take my weed back. Here, let me try it again. Let's try it again.
Okay, go.
Oh, wrong song. Oh, can we replay that one? All right, let's do it again. I'm hearing weird shit. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Gonna take my weed back to Cure Leaf. I wanna cry cause my weed's so dry. Gonna take my weed back to Cure Leaf. Wanna cry cause my weed's so dry. Got plants in the bags and it tastes really bad. Unfortunate and sad, it smells worse than swag. Like the hay you feed a horse, overpriced of course. Spend all my money purchasing remorse. Cure Leaf will sell you something, but you won't feel nothing. Cure Leaf will sell you something, but you won't feel nothing. The riders are disaster, no way to make it faster. Right over and now to get that shitty flower. My life is truly smoking bones and doobie, staying high throughout the day and feeling really groovy. Cureleaf will sell you something, but you won't feel nothing. Cureleaf will sell you something, but you won't feel nothing. I'm gonna take my weed back to Cureleaf. I wanna cry 'cause my weed's so dry. Gonna take my weed back to Cureleaf. I wanna cry 'cause my weed's so dry. Plants in the bags and it tastes really bad. Unfortunate and sad, it smells worse than swag. Like the hay feed a horse, overpriced of course. Spend on money, purchasing remorse. The ride is a disaster, no way to make it faster. Right over an hour to get that shitty flower. My life is truly smoking bones and doobie, staying high throughout the day and feeling really groovy. Gonna take my weed back to Cureleaf. Wanna cry 'cause my weed's so dry. Gonna take my weed back to Cureleaf. I wanna cry 'cause my weed's so dry. That's what I need. Pure Puff Vapor Supply. Pure Puff Vapor Supply. Pure Puff Vapor Supply. Pure Puff Vapor Supply. Dragonfly, healthcenter.com, and Sativa Cross West. Hi, Sativa Cross West. I'm going to start our list. You guys.
Whoa, okay.
Okay. The woman, the woman we mentioned before was Cheryl Miller, and she was the one that I said before how she inspired me to do what I'm doing right now.
Oh my God!
What?
Stop the echo.
Great song.
Sorry. Is that better?
I love it.
Is that better?
You gotta do a rap version of it.
A rap version.
I'm not sure.
You gotta be like, yo, yo, yo. You gotta go to the curly to get garbage weed. But I don't need.
Cheryl, hold on. We're going to do our list now. Cheryl Miller,
Okay, go.
Sabina Rose, Diane, Gracie, Cindy Mae, Marie, Jack, Joan Ford, Randy Robertson, Polly Connolly, Bill Buckman, Chad, Jeremy, that's Joanne's husband, Colette, Matt, Troy, Russ Perry, Roger Barber, Jay Orletto, Ella Bagelman, Hattie Koshel, Jackie Rickert, Anthony, Jake, Armando, Felicia, Lynn, Dan, Sean, Joyce, Lori McBride, Frank, Brian, Flo, Carl, Thorne Peters,
Oh my God, this is long.
Frank, Terry,
Jeez.
Charlotte.
I don't like it. No. No, so no bueno.
It's a very long, hurtful.
It is very long and hurtful.
Helpful, maybe. Hopeful,
It
maybe.
is helpful.
I
Yeah. I'll agree. A little hopeful that we can help others.
That's why we do this show.
It is.
We don't make any money doing this show. We do this.
Oh,
For,
no, we don't.
this is not what we do. We do
We
activism.
pay money.
We pay money. People think we're funded. It's just funny. People think that we go to these council meetings with the bong and we're all funded. We have like a team that's doing all this stuff. No, we have just us, sick patients. Sick people are getting together and fighting you as one. We're fighting you.
for
as
the people
one.
that we've lost,
You prohibitionists
like my son.
and you godless politicians. You can't be a politician and serve God at the same time. If you're serving, you can't serve two gods. If you're serving a God
Right.
where you have to have a hat that says somebody's name on it, put a hat with God on it and then see what happens. Wear a hat
Wow.
with God.
I don't see any of those.
I haven't seen any.
Isn't,
Yeah,
I don't see a hat that says, make God great again.
make God great again. I like that.
Have you?
Make God great again. God is great, though. He's not. But you know what? Yeah, make him again, and in the future, and in the past, make God great. Just make God great.
did.
Make God great. Hey,
Make God great?
make God great.
Some of us have barely money for food.
We're gonna do that. I'm having those hats made up. So put in your orders now. We're gonna
Make
have
God
hats
great.
made up. Make God great. There it is. I love when we get together and we just think about stuff like that real quick. That was a good
Right.
one. That's a good one. I like that. Make God great.
We think a lot of good shit.
That's really good. I'm glad we did it on the air, so we don't have to write that down. I'm like, write that down. No, now it's just go back to
No,
go,
you do it.
go back over here to 1 hour and 40 minutes in or whatever it is. There it is.
Make God great.
Make God great. That's a new hat, a red hat. A nice
Right.
red hat for you. Make God great.
You're awesome.
You're mocking. You're mocking. You're mocking. Mocking who? You're mocking. Maybe you're mocking. Maybe you're
You're a mocker.
supporting. Yeah, maybe you're supporting the wrong thing. You're supporting the wrong God. You should follow the real
false
God
God.
instead of some politician or some
Yeah.
political party.
You
They're
might
all
as well
evil
just bend
people.
over.
You got people's health are in danger, and you got one political party saying to do one thing, another political party saying to do another thing, and your health is in the
Right.
fucking balance here. And you're looking at your leadership like, where's our leadership? There is none. They're godless people. They're godless. They don't care.
Godless.
Godless. They can't
Make
serve
God
money
great.
and God. They can only serve money and power and corruption and greed.
Money.
You can only serve that if you're in the politicians. If you're a politician,
Right.
that's what they do. They're corrupt. Maybe not when they first go in, but once they get in there,
Yep.
you're owned. You're part of the
Game
system.
over.
Look at the system that they're running. They have the big pharma, the media. Everybody's in cahoots. Everybody.
Everybody.
We need to fight together
Mm-hmm.
or die separately.
Or flirt together.
Or what together?
Flirt.
Well, sometimes that happens in a room full of warriors. When you're ready for battle, a little fart ain't gonna hurt you. That'll help you in battle.
Okay.
Little propulsion. What's that noise? What is that horrible noise?
It was me.
Jeez. All right. Well, we're out of here anyway. So thank you all for watching our wonderful Ignorance is No Excuse podcast.
Right.
Now back to your regular programming. No.
Did you even know what you were going to say
No,
right there?
no. The last name on our list. What is that noise?
It's not me.
Slav, you got to hang up. It's Slav.
It's not me.
I think it's Slav.
Yeah.
Slav, you got to hang up, buddy. Slav.
Good night, Lofty.
I think it's good night, buddy. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, bro. That was
Okay,
Slav.
bye.
Be
All right.
safe, everyone.
Okay, you too.
Thank you, buddy.
Thank you, guys. Bye.
I think that was it. All right. So the last name on our list is, well, I'll let you.
Michael Jones.
I'll let you tell it.
Who's my friend who passed away from epilepsy. So, cannabis saves lives, and it helped him. And so if everyone could get 10% tithing for someone in need, someone might live longer. So we're going to end the show quick. Hashtag There's No Girl. What's yours, Lefty? Hashtag what?
Hashtag
Vote
VoteCannabis2020.com.
Mm-hmm. You really have a hashtag vote 2020 what?
Hashtag VoteCannabis2020.com and hashtag Make God Great.
Oh, I like that. Hashtag make God great. Oh.
Yeah, we'll hashtag that too. Yeah, why not?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Hashtag Make God Great. Hashtag They Shall Grow. And yeah.
Yeah.
See you next time, boys and girls. They went with. You ready?
I'm ready.
You ready? How about
Ready.
now? How about now?
And go.
How about now?
Right now.
How about now?
Yep. Okay.
How about now? Ow! How about now?
Right now.
Okay, terrific.
And go.
They went with songs to the battle. They were young, straight of limb, true of eye, steady and aglow. They were staunch to the end against odds uncounted. They fell with their faces to the foe.
They shall grow not old, as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun, and in the morning, we will remember them.